So I was downstairs doing my morning prayers, and I can't remember what I was saying. And if I could remember, I wouldn't relay it, because that is something that I hold so precious, and it's a private time. I don't want to tell my prayers to anyone that isn't God. So I was doing that, and I thought of saying, if you are able. But then I thought back to that verse that at the time I didn't know where it was from, where it was, if I'm able, I am able. So I finished praying. I went on my daily Bible app where it tells you the daily verses, and lo and behold, I go on there, and it is Mark 9:23, and it is, if I can, everything is possible for the one who believes. And I have that written over there. I'm not at that point yet where I can just know what's from where. No, that's that. No, that's that. That reminded me. It kind of like snowballed into another thought where we have to keep pressing in on our prayers. 1 Thessalonians 5:17, Paul instructs the believers to pray without ceasing. And then in Luke 18:1, Jesus gives the parable of the widow, and the end story, or the end line, the end lesson for that is you ought to always pray and to never lose heart. A lot of the time we lose heart and we stop praying over things that we think we just, I mean, I've done this a lot myself, where we just give up. But we have to realise that we're praying on our time. God's time is limitless. And in a way, in more ways than one, it is outside of our time. We are living in a world where we are so used to use-by dates, shelf lives. Our prayers do not have a shelf life. They do not have a use-by date. They are limitless in the way that we can pray for something 10 years prior, 20 years prior, and then have that prayer come to pass 10 or 20 or even 30 years later. We are on God's time. He is not on ours. If it is in His will that we are to have these prayers granted, then they will happen. But whatever you do, just do not stop praying. Do not give up. Keep pressing in. Keep pressing in. Pray without ceasing, and we ought to always pray and to never lose heart. And I do think those two things go with each other. Never limit Jesus. Never limit the Lord, and just keep praying. Whatever you do, whatever it's for, just